Welcome back. In today's unplanned video, we've got no microphone. We're just running naked. Is that the way we work it? We certainly don't want to say some other terms that were coming to mind. We're going old school. That's right. So everybody at the barn just had breakfast. They still all need their hay. I am running so behind schedule. I should not be sitting here enjoying myself, but I am. And let me show you exactly why I'm sitting here taking a video with no microphone all the time. Because I have, it's hard to see, I have a ladybug in my lap. Hello, ladybug. She jumped right up. She said, okay, we're rolling this way, and good morning to you. So, okay, that's your unsolicited horror for the day. Hey guys, if you're new here, well, welcome. And that's one way to meet me. I'm Pam, this Racing for Home Farm, and the animals rule the schedule here. I barely keep up, and today I'm not keeping up at all. Nothing here is scripted or scheduled or planned. It is literally as you see it. Oh, and we've got young mamas feeling their oats. Kaboom! This would be Wren and Sock Monkey. There are two youngest in the herd, at least until you count Miss Ladybug here. And why they're deciding to kill each other today, and I mean that in very light terms. They're not hurting each other in any way, shape, or form. I have no idea. I don't know what the spat is about today. Could just be hormones. And that is the next big thing, I guess, that's going to happen here. Is as these babies wean and go home, which today's Thursday, and they're going, some of them are going home Saturday. I'm so sad. But as those babies wean and go home, guys, literally, you're climbing on my back. I hope you're seeing this. I have no idea if you're seeing this because I'm taking a video behind my back with no idea, but I hope you're seeing what's going on here. Anyway, welcome to my life. So as the babies go home, as they get weaned, right, the girl's natural instinct is to go back into heat, to start to prepare for breeding again. We do not breed them at this time of the year for multiple reasons. One is a little bit of the convenience of the humans, but two is I don't believe in breeding goats multiple times a year. So they only get bred once a year, if that. Sometimes it's every other year, depending on their body condition and depending on what nature decides, right? In this case, nature decided that Denali and Lotus were taking a year off, so therefore they took a year off. So Sock and Wren are both weaning their kids, and Sock is a first-time mama. Wren is only a second-time mama. So their bodies are still pretty primed for breeding, right? They're in that prime time of their lives. So their hormones are probably starting to rage because the nature is telling them your babies are leaving the nest and you need to make more babies, which will not happen until much later this year. But yeah, that's probably why they were up in arms. They certainly weren't up in arms about food. They get so much food right now because my nursing mamas get plenty of food because we need to make sure that the nursing mamas eat enough and that the babies are able to eat enough. Hi, Foods. What you doing? You're getting ready to be the only man left on campus after we castrate a whole bunch of guys to this weekend. He has no idea. Although we think he took his title at the show because we told him that if he didn't take a title at the show, he might not retain his parts and pieces. At any rate, so yeah, totally impromptu video with bad audio, I'm sure. Hopefully there's not too much ambient sound and ambient noise. And I just wanted to share the sweet moment of Madam Ladybug up in my lap, and now we're getting all sorts of fun things. This is why we'll be castrating boys this weekend. Some of them have gotten quite rambunctious. And it's all in baby goat form, right? They're not rambunctious and hurting each other. They're still learning how to be goats. Their moms are still keeping them in check. But, the boys are really working on that whole mounting thing. They're not capable of doing anything yet. If they were, they would already be castrated. I promise you that. We do not have and endorse accidental births with young babies at this point in our career, or ever in our career, frankly. It's never happened here, and it will never happen here if I can do anything about it. But they're rambunctious. So as we get ready to send these babies home, and they'll have a grand old time using all those surging, fun, look at this. See, they're just boys. Boys are being boys. There's nothing else going on here other than boys being boys and learning how to be boys. Are you peeing? You are peeing. Thank you for that. It's always nice when you pee, though, because you stand still for a second. At any rate, yeah, we're kind of at that point where all the hormones in the baby pen are starting to surge. The little ones, the big ones, the adults, the babies. You know, we're really getting a little wild and crazy here in the baby pen. So we're going to thin things out. It's the exact right time for babies to start to go home and for mamas to move back into the big girl pasture. It's not exactly a pen. And for our younger guys to get a break from the big guys who are really starting to be kind of pushy, right? The big boys, and they are kind of all boys at this point. The big boys are, some of them are sweet as can be and snuggle bugs, but some of them are getting wild and crazy and fun, and they're starting to be a little wild and much for our little ones. And then the big deal is going to be when Voodoo moves over into the big buck pasture and becomes a big boy buck instead of being a baby. But we'll get there when we get there. I don't want to push it yet. He's still got a couple of weeks before that happens. All right. I really hope the audio was good. And I really hope the video that I took behind my back captured the excitement that's happening. And you know, if you're still here through this one, go ahead and hit subscribe. You know you want to. Stick around. Give us a watch. Give us a like. Share with your friends. All of that costs you nothing. Doesn't sign you up for anything. But it helps the farm an awful lot. So thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of the community. And until next time, I have work to do. Bye for now.